And before you watch this video, I have to warn you that my English is pretty bad. I hope you will try to understand everything what I'm trying to say. I'm a citizen of Ukraine. I born in Kharkiv, speak Russian all my life. My father from Russia, and I never have problem because of it. I mean, I never have problem because I speak Russian. Someone try to fight with me or say something. Basically, half of population in Ukraine still speak Russian. It's perfectly fine. It not means that we wanna be part of Russia. It not means that we support Russia. We just born in Soviet Union and so many people just speak Russian. That's all. It's not mean anything. And today I want to talk about Ukraine and the situation in Ukraine, and I want to talk about some Western media that spread disinformation and manipulate facts. Basically, they just don't show full frame of pictures. So everyone knows the situation in Ukraine. Russia invade Ukraine, destroy our army, destroy our infrastructure, destroy our hospitals, schools, destroy our economy. They want to just wipe out our history, take their government, put their government on a key. They just want to control us. They just want to be a slave like the rest of the people in Russia. We don't want to be a slave. And the situation is pretty bad. We really need help. And I want to say thank you for all your support. Thank you that you supporting us, that you staying with us. We really appreciate it. Because help, we really need help. Because you think about this. We fight against Russia, huge country, with huge powerful. But today, unfortunately, as I said before, I want to talk about some Western media, and I want to talk about Tucker Carlson and his video why we should be very concerned about it. And today I try to say why you shouldn't be concerned about it and why you shouldn't be worried about it. So basically, in this video, he talked about biological weapons that create. I mean, he says that maybe Russia was right, and there in Ukraine really have some biological weapon. And today I have 6 arguments to prove that this information is wrong, and to prove you that you shouldn't be very concerned about it. And my first argument is logic. Let's think logically. If America and Ukraine really create some biological weapon for destroy Russian population, so tell me why they don't destroy all the evidence. Why they still have evidence? And tell me why, because in 12 February American embassy in Kyiv was evacuated in 12 February, so they have a lot of time, plenty of time to destroy all the evidence. Why they don't do it? And when Russia invade Ukraine, everyone say Kyiv have only 3 days, and after it will be taken by Russian army. 3 days. Yeah, so we have extra 3 days even, right? So, and now my second argument is there is no anything there is no anything secret in these labs. The information of this lab you can read in American Embassy in Kyiv. They have website. I will link the description below. You can read everything about these labs, about about the work. You can know what they do, about the competition between scientists and other stuff. Schedule, I don't know, everything. You just can read it on the site. It's no secret. It's not a secret lab. Okay, and my argument number 3, I have to read. Sorry, because I can't remember all the information. I want to say sorry again for my English. It's really bad, I know, and please try to listen, because I just try to let people know the truth, and then After this, my fourth argument, after they can check everything that I leave in the description below, they can think by themselves and decide, do they really need to be concerned about this information? So, sorry. Okay, so argument number 3 is there is no single pathogen that has ever been considered as a potential biological weapon. It is characteristic that the list contains only bacterial pathogens, unpromising as a biological weapon, and not a single virus culture. Apparently, this is due to the fact that those labs simply do not have the equipment needed to work with the viruses. So sorry, Tucker Carlson, no viruses. We can't even work with viruses. We work with bacterial strains, which is unpromising as a biological weapon. Bacterial strains, it's not even viruses. And he say, this guy, that we poorest country is Europe. So sorry, bro, we poorest country is Europe, no viruses. And sorry, 1 second, let me find. And the published list contains common bacterial strains that can be purchased from Western collection from commercial companies, many of which are kept in scientific Russian microbiological collections. So it's not something very dangerous biological pathogen. It's a list that you can simply find in every biological labs. It's not something super dangerous that can kill a lot of people. This is dangerous, right? But they work with this like a scientist, and you can even buy in commercial companies this kind of bacterial strains. Okay, and my argument number 4. It's not clear why it was necessary to develop biological weapon on the territory of Ukraine, far from major scientific centers of synthetic biology, in a country where, unlike the United States, America, and other big countries, there is no single laboratory required to the highest BSL-4 biohazard standard. So basically, we don't even have right equipment to safely work with viruses. So why? Why we should? Or you want to say America doesn't care about Ukrainian people, so just who cares? Biohazard level 4, biohazard level 3, it's okay. It's no problem, right? What your excuse? Okay, and my argument number 5. The United States began a similar nuclear weapon program in Ukraine even early in 1993. In the biological program, as in the nuclear one, the motivation of the United States, as far as I can tell, was the same: to support qualified personnel and institutions that have lost their livelihoods and to prevent their involvement in possible program of proliferation and terrorism. So basically, Soviet Union crash. All country from past Soviet Union is super poor, and but still have so many scientists, so many smart people live in Ukraine, so many people who can create nuclear weapon, who create biological weapon. And America, USA want to be secure and to prevent these people go to some organizations because they don't have money enough. Maybe they will help terrorism on another country and make some weapon for them. They just decide to control these people and just support them. It's all. Okay, and my last argument. Russian scientist Yevgeny Levitin, a candidate of biological scientist, microbiologist, genetic engineer, and molecular biologist, wrote about this. And he asked his own government in Russia stop spread disinformation, because this list it contains, it's not sincere. I also will leave description below. You can check everything. I just won't talk too much because you see my English is not too much good. So basically, he say that stop spreading this madness. He just ask some professional guy who knows something about biology, he will tell you this is bullshit. Okay? Okay, this is all what I try to say. Now let's talk about consequences. Tucker Carlson, you probably don't even realize what you done. Because for you maybe it's just your job. But you from USA, please check information clear. Speak normal. It's war. It's very important. You can't just spread your accusation to the right and to the left. You must be thinking that this war and this information must be very clear. You must be hire some scientists to check this list and to tell you is it dangerous, is it not dangerous. You must be prepared first before you open your mouth. You probably don't even realize what gift you give for Russian propaganda. They just take your video out of the context, just cut where they need, put on there some crazy shit conspiracy video, put on the top of it, and spread this madness all over the world. You don't even realize that some people in Russia, they just maybe watch your video and they say, okay, even look, they will think, look, even Americans think that that Ukrainian and Pentagon create some biological weapon in Ukraine. So this is really like an honest fight. Let's protect our country, have some biological weapon. Let's go to Ukraine and kill some people because they are wrong. Because we protect our Russia. You don't think about this. How much people you killed just because of this? How much Russian people? How much Russian soldiers will be die? How much Ukrainian soldiers will be die? How much innocent people will be die because of you? Now your hands is covered with blood. Now you're a killer. Now you're on the same stage with the Russian propaganda, with the Kiselyov, with the Solovyov. Now you're on the same stage with those guys because you're stupid, because you don't think clear. What you able to say? Before you speak, you just check all information and think in what way you will show your audience this information. Just now, our situation is really terrible. And I want to say before, Russia have 5 crazy conspiracy theory. Together with this is 5. So they have 5 crazy conspiracy theory. First, that we are Nazis. Basically, no chances this madness because as you know, our president is Jews. Have some battalion also, but it's also far away from Nazis. It's not Nazis. It's nationalist, and even now it's not the same as in 2014, for example. It's now is different. Far. They now basically protect our country. They're almost like a soldiers. Maybe still have some shitty people, but it's everywhere. You can be assured in America don't have some kind of group like this, in Europe country also, in Russia even. So they accusing us about dirty bomb. I don't even know what the fuck is this one, dirty bomb. And nobody trusts again. Nobody believes this madness. This what? Dirty bomb? After they say that we have nuclear weapon, I mean that we want to create nuclear weapon, and if they don't invade in Ukraine, we will destroy Russia. Yeah. Also, nobody believe. After they say that actually it's Ukraine attack us first, we just protect. Also nobody believes because everyone knows it's bullshit. Why Ukrainian ever want to attack Russia? Ukrainian and Russia for what? Especially right now. Before we don't have good economic situation, and now we decide to attack Russia, right? Okay. And the last one is about this biological weapon that Ukrainian try to destroy Russians people by put some biological bomb or spread to some animal or something like that. Just some madness like this. And again, so many people just say it's madness, nobody trusts. But, but unfortunately, have some videos that say that actually maybe this is true, and they don't even check clear. And now we have this situation right now. People still talking. Already 2 weeks passed, and people still talking about this one. Guys, I want to say, please check information very clear. It doesn't matter who says this. CNN, Fox News, Russian news. Check all the information. Don't believe in one source of media. Check so many different sources of media before, and then think. Check some scientists. What scientists check? Check some soldiers say. Check a different opinion. You must know before you will thinking. Because now Ukrainian is super important. Don't help Russian propaganda. Because guys, you think about this one. 73% support war in Ukraine. 83% of Russian population think that they shouldn't stop on Ukraine and continue moving forward in the West, continue destroy people's lives. Unfortunately, I know so many good Russians, and so many celebrities in Russia don't support war. They don't want war. So many people who thinking clear, they don't support war. But unfortunately, they don't want to do anything. They just give up. They're just waiting some miracle happen in their country. They don't want to fight for freedom. They already give up a long time ago, I think. The Navalny, Nemtsov, so many situations. Just I don't want to say too much. Just they're not ready for fight. And I see some guys, some YouTube channels that I like to watch, it's Russian YouTube channels. They just like they just like try to ignore everything. Okay, you just try to live on, just to our country just killing innocent people in Ukraine. Just move on, just try to survive. They always just try to survive. It doesn't matter. So we should continue fighting. We should strike, take one good strike, and this as faster we're dealing with this madness, as faster everything go back to normal. I know you also don't like about this gasoline price and so many different stuff. You don't like the economy getting a little bit better. And now it's a little bit in a bad situation than before because you don't sell some stuff to Russia, right? I know it. I understand it. But guys, let's defeat this evil together, and we continue to live normal. And when we defeat this propaganda, when we defeat Putin, Russia also goes back to normal, I think. Russia also will be normal country. I know the Russians in there is not evil, have so many, but unfortunately they're just scared to say it's true. We so many times ask them, please go to the street, fight. I know you don't like your government. Just go. Just you will help yourself first of all. Go to the street. But no. They're not ready, unfortunately, so we have to help. We have to fight. We have to die because their freedom, because our freedom. We don't give up in Ukraine. I know it. I know Ukrainian people won't give up. And Russia don't win this war. They already give up. I mean, they already lose. Just we need try to put in the mind that we know that they already lose. Now we have to tell it to the Putin. Now Putin must be understand it. Now people in Russia must be understand it. And when they understand it, they will finally leave and leave us alone. So please, guys, be patient. Everything will be fine. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all your support. Okay, guys, bye.